to terrorists, of course, obviously, to back its all-weather, its iron brother, Pakistan. Let's open it up for a discussion. Major Mohommed Ali Shah is with us. He's a defense expert. Also being joined by Ambassador Deepak Vora. He's a former diplomat.
I learned from you and I learned from our outstanding son, Major Dr. Mohommed Ali Shah. Always a pleasure.
Showing those shots also on the right side of your screens, the shots which you can see, the footage and visuals, they are of the UN Secretary General who's meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Gujarat. Major Mohommed Shah, in the backdrop of these powerful visuals, Prime Minister Modi with the Secretary General of the UN. What do you think? How do you think? Can India create pressure on the world, on the UN, these international agencies to perhaps start even taking action against China for shielding these proscribed terrorists?
Meenakshi, you are absolutely right. It's about time now that China should be on the back foot now, till now, because of the fact that they are a P5, they are a permanent member country of the UN. And they have been taking advantage of that. They have been overruling all that our requests went to UN. And China should not forget, they should be grateful to India. Because of India only, they became a permanent member in the UN, firstly. Now, yes, it's about time to put China in the back foot, and it's about time for to start taking action against China. But how do we do that? Will the other countries actually join us in taking action against China? To be very, very honest, I somehow have my doubts. But yes, the very fact that right now there's a very anti-China sentiment around the world, which has built up especially because of COVID, because of the Wuhan virus. So yes, if they will not support us in China, if not now, then never. Now is a golden time, and yes, as you rightly said, we had the UN General, we had the rep of the UN over here in India, and that is the time when he spoke about the 2011 victims, and we also have the I'll give a small example, Meenakshi. We had the red corner notice and the Interpol notice given to Hafiz Saeed Maulana Masood Azhar. But when we asked for the same appeal for the Khalistani founder who's sitting happily in Canada, that was shot down by the UN thanks to China's interference. Now when you talk about the fifth time it is being shot down, well, it could happen again. Now it's about time that China's powers over there, that China's say, should be diluted. Because what is China doing? They are giving rise to terrorism. Because everyone knows Pakistan is actually a terrorist country. Whether declared or not, we all know it. They are specialists in IT, international terrorism. Now China is supporting that. So because China is supporting that, and so definitely there should be action against China. And when China is brought to the back foot, that is the time China will get defensive. Otherwise, they'll go on becoming offensive. And their ill intentions of becoming a superpower by the year 2050, I mean, they were on the verge because Nancy Pelosi came to Taiwan and curbed that on the rather right time.
Yeah.
China's ill intentions are going to increase further, and it's about time that the international community calls the shot. And Ambassador Deepak Vora very rightly said, whatever the analysis was really bang on. I really appreciate the ambassador.
Yeah.
I learned so much from the analysis that he always gives out. So yes, it's about time that the international community comes and calls China.